Good evening everyone, and welcome back to some World of Warcraft Classic leveling, where I am currently in the Cataclysm version of the game, as I've been going through all the different Cataclysm zones and kind of just going down a little bit of a nostalgia trip through this era of World of Warcraft. Where today I want to go ahead and check out Uldum and begin exploring Uldum, and this will probably be the only stream that I do in Uldum because I don't want to explore it as in depth as I did Vashj'ir. But speaking of Vashj'ir, I actually want to travel to Vashj'ir before we go to Uldum, where I'm currently level 82, so we cannot go to Uldum until I'm level 83, but I'm less than 3 bars away, so we're going to reach that pretty quickly. But I just wanted to check out Vashj'ir and kind of explore it from the Alliance perspective, at least like the very beginning, because we explored it from the Horde perspective. Where when you look at like Uldum, Mount Hydro, and Deepholm, all three of those zones have a very like neutral experience, where if you're an Alliance or a Horde, you are basically doing like the same thing through those zones. But in Vashj'ir and in the Twilight Highlands, it is two very different experiences for Alliance players and for Horde players, where I really want to dive deep into how the Twilight Highlands is different for Horde and Alliance characters once we get to Twilight Highlands, but I just want to take a quick peek at Vashj'ir. So we can go ahead and just level up to level 83, and then we will be able to go to Uldum, where we have some Darkspear warriors right here with Wimba, where we can see I be an emissary from the Darkspear trolls. The threat we face also be a threat to the Alliance. You're willing to help out the Darkspear Night Elf, where basically we have the Rise of the Zandalari patch that's currently live, so there's like some different troll things going on. But we got some Stormwind recruits and soldiers here.
Entire city if he willed it. We were powerless to stop him.
What drove him off then?
No idea. It made no sense. He flew in, torched the park, then just flew off. If you ask me, the beast is insane.
So this is very similar to the Horde side, where we're at a dock waiting for the mercenary ship, and these people just disappeared. And we have some Alliance soldiers around here just chatting.
I think I can just make it out from here, right on the edge of the horizon.
Make out what, exactly?
The new island just surfaced after the last earthquakes.
We got the new island all the way over there.
What we're fighting for. On this front at least.
Also, this man sounds like the man who does the voiceovers during character creation.
This will be my third time now. Toughest fighting I've seen. We lose that island to the Horde, and Stormwind's as good as gone.
Maybe it's different.
No.
That's enough.
We got Captain Taylor.
Now get your minds right. We're killing orcs within the Alps.
And there's a ship there.
Yeah, I think I can see it too.
Oh, that's not our ship, never mind. It's kind of interesting, like the different like voice actors and like old World of Warcraft,
Listen up. Our transport should be here momentarily.
because there's like a smaller cast compared to modern day World of Warcraft. But here comes the mercenary ship, and it looks pretty similar to the mercenary ship that the Horde took. Which, if we get on it, we have Bud, Hidara, and Macpherson, which there's 1, 2, 3 Macphersons here, at least. Oh, there's 2 Buds. Oh, there's like 5 Buds. At least 4. That's interesting. That's a fun bug. Bud is bugged. We got like 20 recruits right there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how we have like the same crew on this mercenary ship that brings the Alliance over to Vashj'ir, and then the Horde has the same crew as well. But another fun thing is because Vashj'ir is so close to Stormwind, I think we just like ride the boat straight there and there's no loading screens like there are on the Horde side. So we've left Elwyn Forest. We're in Silverpine Forest, which is all the way up there. That's interesting. I think that's how it was in Cataclysm 2. It like showed us in that zone for whatever reason. But I think seeing Bud, Adara, and Macpherson is kind of interesting because I think they're in Uldum too. So we'll follow them into that zone once we reach level 83. There goes Bud. You can see the island there. One of the Captain Taylors was speaking. At least we still have the other 3 Buds on the ship.
All in, men. That island on the horizon is our destination. It's where we will do our duty for our king, for Stormwind, and for her people. Every orc you slay today will bring honor to them and to every soldier who has come before you. Hellscream has sent his best to take this island. We shall see to it that none return home. Today, Hellscream shall learn the lesson that Thrall failed to teach him. Stormwind shall never fall! Now, make ready, for soon we'll be ashore.
I think Vashj'ir is maybe my second favorite zone from Cataclysm. As I've like been running through it, I've kind of been like finalizing my opinions with like a fresher experience of the zones compared to like just my memory of the zones from way back in the day. There's survivors up here. Captain Grimble, Belinda, Crewman Bannon, Billy Club Billy. And then just like the Horde side, oh, this guy's thrown up. We got attacked by, I forget if this is actually like the same boss that like we fight throughout the zone, or if this is just another one of the same species. Looks like it's the same boss. Zinjatar raiders all around us. Here's Erwinok Stone Speaker. The Briny Cutter. Wake up dead. Recovering from near death. And now we can begin our Vashj'ir leveling experience, where we got our rusty anvil and our salvage goods over here, where we can buy some supplies and repair our armor. But I'm just going to go ahead and quest until we reach level 83, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. But a fun aspect about being a druid in Vashj'ir is we have access to our aquatic form, so we can go ahead and swim down here in that form. And we are like a little further north than where the Hordes start, but still in like the same area. And then of course there's like all of the different like Earthen Ring quests that both Horde and Alliance characters do. Swim back up here. Got our sea legs. Now we can go rescue drowning soldiers. And we have the water breathing and increases seafloor movement by 60% while in Vashj'ir. And soldiers are somewhere around here. Oh, there's some. Oh, we swim fast in aquatic form. What? This feels faster than the seahorse. I don't think this is intended. But that's really cool. We're just zooming around the map right now. Maybe I should have done Vashj'ir on this character instead of doing Hydra and a bit of Deep Home. But I feel like this is 100% bugged. I don't think this was the case way back in the day. We completed that quest very easily. Pay it forward. Speak with Captain Taylor. These soldiers are not having a good day.
Be careful. Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance, light bless you. King's honor. Be careful.
Oh, drowning soldiers. Oh, I feared them more. There's the whale shark. Ember subcloth. Could do the eel quest too. Which looks like we're getting attacked. I might abandon the quest though. We'll see how much experience we get from the other two quests. There's also all these goblins down here. And this one wants to attack me. I'm even swimming like really fast in cat form. Not as fast as in aquatic form, but still decently fast. Okay, 3 more pieces of crab meat. I kind of want to avoid that scavenger. I always forget to pop both those cooldowns at the same time. I guess we could come over here maybe. One more crab, then let's focus the Naga. Could go kill some eels. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be level 83 at the end of these 3 quests.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
It's nice coming in here at level 82 when I have some Cataclysm leveling gear, because it makes killing these enemies like pretty easy. Like I'm not taking too much damage. Cataclysm like scaling like level to level is kind of insane. Like there's such a big power difference between like a level 1 to an 82 to an 82 to an 83 and so on and so forth. I think Cataclysm is the expansion where like soloing like older content becomes like a very real thing, especially in Mist of Pandaria. Like I remember in MoP I could solo like everything in Vanilla, the Burning Crusade, and Wrath Lich King, and then I think there's like some stuff in Cataclysm even you could solo things, but I think you could solo Wrath Lich King stuff in Cataclysm on like very specific builds, like on some Death Knight builds, and then you can easily solo the Burning Crusade and Vanilla and Cataclysm once you're 85 and have some gear. Cause like the difference between like a level 80 and a level 60 and like Vanilla versus Wrath is like very big, but it's like significantly less compared to the difference between like a level 85 and like a level 80. I think there's another eel. There we go. Let's pop our cooldowns. Just obliterate this one eel attacking us. Turn our attention to the other one. I really like these druid cooldowns. They're like really fun abilities. Let's swim up this way. Oh, there's an eel here. Oh, there's eels respawning back there. Oh, there's a Tauren druid here with us. Oh, and an undead priest. Okay, 2 more eels, 1 more Naga. Almost time to go to Uldum. Murgo Snout. Okay, let's come up here. completed this quest. Let me just turn in here. Okay. Let's come fight a Naga. You will do. And then we can transform into our aquatic form, zip across this map, and then turn in these two quests. We might have to do one more quest. I still can't get over how fast the aquatic form is in this map. Captain Taylor. Let's eat some crab meat. And I'm now revered with Stormwind. That's fun. To arms, and then Stormwind Elite and Aquatic Land Forces, also known as SEALs. I wonder if that's a reference to something. A hint. It is. Oh wait, we gotta go over here. My brain was automatically going to like the Horde one. Okay. Oh, so we need SEAL equipment, which... Yeah, they're the ships. So maybe let's prioritize that right now. I got one of each thing I needed from that Giblin. Except for the SEAL equipment. Although, here's two more, and then there's two. So that quest was pretty fast. Let's come fight this one. And I got one more of everything. Oh, I didn't get spears though. Here's another spear, but I need 2 more breastplates and a shield. Okay, just 2 more breastplates. I don't see any... Oh, there's one. One more. Should I just swim around for a second? There's a lot of guilt in there. I guess let's come over here. I'll fight this one. Oh, the seal's attacking me. And the Giblin. Oh, this one only drops shields? That's awkward. Or I should go learn Healing Touch before we go to Uldum. If I'm forgetting, somebody remind me. Oops, not that. Okay. I just need one more chest piece. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, let's kill the scavenger if he doesn't drop the breastplate. Let's go grab this one. There we go. I feel like the aquatic form is like essentially teleporting. It's like the next best thing.
Well then, be careful.
To arms and upgrades for us. Take the chopper. Now they're all geared up. What's the chopper look like? Kind of meh, not gonna lie.
Be careful for the Alliance.
Okay. I still need like a third of a bar. I'm at 98%.
Lightning with you. Be careful. Go with honor.
We do now have the defense battle, and this was incredibly bugged on the horde side, so I have a feeling it's going to be really bugged here. Let's just do our best, and then maybe I'll just go kill a few mobs. So I think the shaman's about to blow them all up. And then I think this is where it bugged. I think we like phased out, and then when we phase back in, it's at the start of the encounter again. So we'll see what happens. I think that's new. Was that? No, I think we're still fine. That didn't look like a phase in and out. He's saying new things, so unless it's random, I think we're good. The seals are being dragged away. I love the horde banners on that flag off in the distance. And then there's like no alliance banners here. I think we're about to get dragged away. Up. Captain Taylor's about to get dragged. And there we go. I was wondering if it would just drag us away in cat form, but it forced us into night elf form. Thank goodness for the earthen ring. Oh wait, did I get... Oh, they're over here now. Okay, quest complete. A little buggy, but nowhere near as buggy as the last time that I did this. Okay. I might just... I guess we'll do this quest. Oh, we need to get the sea turtle. So let's ignore click clack. Need to find... Here's one. This is not going to work out for us, but... This poor turtle... I'm so sorry, I just want some experience. I'll try to bring you back over here. And then there's a reef shark. I'm so sorry. But because of you, I think I'm about to level up. So, back to Shallow's End. It's kind of similar to Halzend. Okay, so we could do that seahorse quest, but I think technically we already have the seahorse mount. Wish I could have been writing this. Okay, let's. What's the show stopwatch? Okay. I just want to go from this point to that point. So 5 seconds. And then what point was I? Okay, so it's like the same. So I guess aquatic form is maybe just a tiny bit slower. Anyways, that was fun exploring Vashj'ir a little bit, but now I want to do the main thing that I wanted to do in this stream, and that is to go to Uldum. Uldum? I always say Uldum. I should go find the druid trainer really quickly. I do have my Hearthstone set to Delaran, because it's nice having your Hearthstone in Delaran, because then you can just teleport to Stormwind from Delaran. But then with your Hearthstone you can get to Northrend. Not that that's really important, but I like it on like my main characters, because like I like being able to traverse across the world. Here we are. And there aren't the trainers in here, but can we chat with them to train? Here's our druid trainer. Oh, there's so I have not trained. Oh, I never trained on this character, even in Cataclysm. Last time I trained on this character was in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, so we have a lot of stuff there. Let's get a healing touch on our bar. Is this bring all dead members alive? We're back to life. And then we got Stampeding Roar. Increases movement speed. That's nice. Is this? I guess I never use Rake, so I'll just throw it there. And I'll call it good. Healing Touch. Much better than everything else I have for instant healing. So that's going to be nice with my procs for an instant spellcast. But now, let's go to Uldum. I think we can go ahead and pick up a quest to head over there. Can I use outside? I thought I was outside, but here we go. I love this guard just patrolling that one part of the ramparts there. Yeah. What's this? I think this is the quest I need. Come down here. Heroes Call Uldum. Level 84. Speak with Adara in Thistle Shrub Valley. I guess we just fly there. I guess I'll teleport to Moonglade. Oh wait, is this the fastest? This is not the fastest. Let's fly to Booty Bay. So no instant teleports, at least to my knowledge. But we do unlock the portal to Uldum once we progress through the zone. So let's go ahead, take a nice flight to Booty Bay, take the boat to Ratchet, and then just fly down to Daenerys from there. I guess this allows us to get a nice view of the Eastern Kingdoms in Kalimdor as it changed in the Cataclysm expansion. Wish I explored a lot of that in my Orc Shaman Let's Play series that I've been doing. And then I've had like various quest clips thrown in various videos here and there. I've also been doing a few streams out in the old world because there's like 5 zones that like I like a lot, and I'm currently going through the plague lands right now, and I'll return to doing that sometime in the future. I did most of the western plague lands, and then I started the eastern plague lands, and I'm working my way through there right now. Oh, Ravenhouse Cemetery has a lot of Gilneas people there. I forgot about that. Gilneas or Ravenhill even has like a flight path and stuff. It's interesting to have Swen Jorgen up here. And then Stranglethorn, of course, is split into 2 different zones. But one of my favorite decorations in all World of Warcraft is Crashed Zeppelin in this tree, and Stranglethorn is still here, so I deeply appreciate that that's still here. I don't know why, but I just love the Crashed Zeppelin like asset, and like the various different types of Crashed Zeppelins that they have in World of Warcraft. I don't know. It feels like very Warcraft 3 to me for whatever reason. Or there was like, was it an official game or was it a fan game? But it's a non-canon game. Warcraft's Lord of the Clans, is that the name of it? Where it's kind of like an RP. Oh, I'm so sorry, that's my drink. There's like, it was like an RPG game, and I think there was like a Crashed Zeppelin in that game where you talk to a goblin. But that game is also like really weird because you play as like Thrall or whatever, and then you find like Zul'jin, who's just like an old shopkeeper, which is very interesting. Uh-oh. The boat is docked in Booty Bay. I love Booty Bay with this statue with the treasure inside of it, and then like how Booty Bay is like all ruined, and like the waterfalls and whatnot. Okay. Hopefully we can land here. Please don't go. Okay. I'm flying straight path. Oh, it's going. Okay. This is a tense moment. Okay. We got there. I'm on the boat. It's one of the more exciting moments in World of Warcraft. And the music kicks in, and we can say goodbye to Booty Bay there. I'll just sit here. Wow, the world map looks so different in modern World of Warcraft compared to this. Because every expansion there's just a new landmass, including in the current expansion coming out, they just threw in another landmass like right here or whatever. Surprise, there's a thing there. This one actually is like a lot better because it's like one small island, and then it like goes deep underground. That's not how they like make Koteris like a massive area compared to like what we used to know about it, and like the Broken Isles is like retconned a bit. The Southern Barrens. I love this area of the Barrens because like before Cataclysm, I have like a lot of nostalgia with Northwatch Hold. I talked about this in like episode 52 of my Human Race Just With series. But like, I just absolutely love this location, and I remember coming here a lot as like a kid and just like hanging out here and like role playing with like other people. And then in the Cataclysm expansion, like it just becomes like a massive war zone, and it was like kind of like a war zone in the vanilla version of the game. Is like horde players could come in here to kill like a bunch of Northwatch people. I feel like I should just pick up this flight path, but yeah, it's connected to some areas. I can just fly straight to Gadgetzan. Okay. It didn't like me being in flight form, and then it didn't like me sitting down. But yeah, Northwatch is just a very nostalgic area for me. I do enjoy kind of like the evolution of like the Horde versus Alliance like war that goes on here. Wish I'm planning on exploring a bit of that in the future. We got Theramore Isle here. Which, at this point in the story, we're getting pretty close to its destruction. Because it gets destroyed at the end of the Cataclysm expansion. Or the very beginning of the Mist of Pandaria expansion, one or the other. I think right here, you got the 1,000 Needles, where the seawall here was broken because of the cataclysm, so then all the water from the ocean here flooded through this massive hole and into the 1,000 Needles. So it's kind of just interesting to see like this here, because like you used to fly down this way to get to Teneris from like Ratchet or whatever, and this wall would always be there. But now it's broken. As is the coastline in Teneris, I forgot. We still have this one gnome building. But like there's that like hidden area, like all the way out there, there was a bunch of gnome buildings. But now we have, these are huge goblins. All of these goblin buildings here that are similar to the gnome buildings where they're underwater. Why do these humans feel massive as well? I feel like the perspective is really weird right now. Lots of South Sea blockaders. And now Gadgetzan is a port city, which is kind of interesting to think about. Because it used to be like pretty far inland, and then you had like the steamed Weedle docks or whatever it was called. We also got Chromie over there. Oh, is the fighting pit actually a thing? Oh yeah, Thunderdome. We can fight 4 different things. That's fun. I always thought about how fun it would have been in like vanilla to have like Gadgetzan more fleshed out. And you kind of see that a little bit here in Cataclysm. And in lore, Gadgetzan is supposed to be like a massive area nowadays. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about that in a future overhaul of the world. Flying over towards Uldum, which in my next World of Warcraft Let's Play episode that's coming out, I actually come to this area for a brief moment and kind of show it off, because it's kind of a really interesting... Okay, my drink just made a loud noise for whatever reason. I think I pushed it on the top and then the top popped out. Anyways, for whatever, or in the vanilla version of the game, we have like the entrance to Uldum, where it's like a big Titan facility, and it's like not necessarily cut content, but like potentially like cut content, but just like placeholder content put there to be expanded upon in the future, where the future is now in the Cataclysm version of the game. But like in an alternate reality where vanilla World of Warcraft is like the only version of World of Warcraft that ever existed, and they just kept continuously expanding upon like vanilla World of Warcraft, like patch after patch, instead of having expansions, we would have eventually have seen Uldum as a raid, where we had like the Karazhan raid that was like set to be like the next raid after Naxxramas potentially, where maybe Uldum would have been the raid after Karazhan in a hypothetical world. But we have the old entrance right there, which we can actually go through that entrance and explore some places, but we need to come over here where we have another entrance to Uldum that randomly exists now. And I feel like Uldum is just like a very pretty area where there's a crashed goblin airship right there that I like a lot, a Zeppelin. But we saw Adara in Vashj'ir, where we can now go ahead and come down here, where here's Bud. Hello, Bud. Are there 5 of you here? Just one. He says ahoy. And then we got Tanzar, we got that dwarf there, which I think has a name, Kurzel, Turgor, Mac, Samir, and Adara. Lady Humps. Accompany Adara's caravan into Uldum, where we can go ahead and get on Lady Humps. And now we have the opening sequence to this zone. Looks like we'll have to be walking, or we can get in the wagon. It has been such a long time since I've come through here. Hello, Bud. This group of adventurers is like really interesting to see how they've evolved across World of Warcraft's life, starting in the Burning Crusade expansion. I feel like this is bugged potentially. Okay, I'm definitely tempted to say this is bugged. There is the bird up there, though. I don't want to skip the cinematic. Should I just cancel? Let's see what happens. And we're now in the lost city of the Tovir.
Safe travels.
The dwarf's name is Harkor. Here comes the guard. Speak to Prince Nadoon. Traitors. Okay. Maybe I should log out for a moment. Alright, let's go here. So I'm at Lord of the Southwind. Let's come up here. Hide behind this. Reverting the curse of flesh, where the Tovir are Titan constructs that were cursed by the curse of flesh, similar to humans and dwarves and gnomes, and so on and so forth. Got the Mogu and the Mr. Pandaria expansion. Hello, bud. What do you want us to do? Wants us to get some armor because he has a plan. Let's steal that. Oh, we can teleport to Daenerys. I just remembered that. Let's burn this hay. Got some armor here for Bud's plan. Need to get the key, which is somewhere. Oh, I think Questy might be bugged on this map too. Yeah, Lost City of the Tol'vir is a dungeon too. So we come through this area as a part of the dungeon. Bales of hay. I should probably read. He dwells on the building next to us to my right. There's some chickens in those cages on the table. In here. Oh, this is a strong enemy. Some armor in here we can grab as well. We only need one more piece though. Okay, this is a little challenging. Let's go ahead, heal up there. Too bad I can't buff up this warlock, because they're a member of the Horde and I can't do that. But I appreciate their assistance. Let's take this piece of armor and let's head out this way. Smoke in their eyes. That's kind of an upgrade, but not for my build necessarily.
Good day to you.
Hello, bud.
Safe travels.
And then escape from the lost city. Oh. That's fun. I'll look at that in a second. Look at me, I'm a Minotaur. I do suppose we kind of look like the Tol'vir. A tiny bit. And here in Ramkham, Keen Forest. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But we can turn in Escape from the Lost City, and we can pick Royal Reward. That's hard. So hard to say. 200 gold, or we can get 1,000 reputation. I think I'm going to pick the gold because I think I want that. And then we can speak to persons around this area. So we can go ahead and begin doing those quests. But I think I want to take a moment and do the entrance into Uldum again on my Orc Death Knight character. And I want to see if the cutscene bugs again, because I just want to experience that cutscene. So hopefully it won't bug. And if it does, I guess I'll just do the opening quest again, and then we can go ahead and explore Uldum. We're already in Orgrimmar, but I think you can teleport to Daenerys from Dalaran, because you can teleport to the Caverns of Time. So let's go to Dalaran. Which, yes, I'm level 84 on this character, ready to do Twilight Highlands, but maybe I'll just get a little bit of experience in Uldum before I go to Twilight Highlands on this character. Which I'll probably do like 2 streams in the Twilight Highlands on this character, and then maybe one on my Night Elf. Oh my gosh. My brain just auto went to Orgrimmar. Okay, that's not what I meant to do at all. Okay, we'll just fly over there. I was in Orgrimmar and I Hearthstoned to Dalaran, and then I took the portal to Orgrimmar. Okay, that's awkward. But I do have 310% flying on this character, so we should be able to get down there pretty quickly. Maybe I'll take this moment as a quick break, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Maximilian of Northshire yells dragon. I almost got to Uldum actually. And I'm surprisingly not flying into a mountain or the skybox, so I am pretty high up right now. I think go down this way a little. Oh, we do have the quest to go to Uldum on this character. That's no pyramid. Oh. I was supposed to go talk to this guy. Oh well. I wasn't really planning on playing on this character right now, but I just wanted to see if we can get the cutscene. Ungoro is always a fun zone. But Marshall's Refuge is like no longer a thing, right? Got Marshall's Stand now. But we just need to fly down here. Tropical Paradise beckons. And here we are in Thistleshrub Valley. So let's go ahead, try this one more time, and we'll see what happens.
Have a good one.
Try to get on here. And the cutscene will begin, and hopefully it doesn't bug out this time.
Ahoy!
Oh, it's working. There we go. Easy
Safe
money.
travels.
I guess I'll just do the first few quests here, and then we'll be back over there. Hello, Kina Dune. Should go a little bit faster since not only am I on a Death Knight, but I'm also on a level 84 Death Knight. instead of the level 83 character I was on previously. My mouse is still a little broken, so I have to spam my right click key. Let's start some fires and steal some armor. Hello, Prince. Hello, Bud. Let's come in here first. You deal so much more damage on this Death Knight character. Though I do really enjoy the instant flying cast on a druid character when you go into flight form instead of having to wait a second and a half when you play any other class. Burn the hay bales. It is fun to see like the designs of like the different Titan constructs you can find around the road, because they're all pretty different. Trogs are different than humans, than dwarves, than Tovir, than Mogu. They're trying to create like the perfect construct or whatever. Okay, those 3 quests are complete. Nothing for us.
Hey there. See you later.
Maybe I'll skip this cutscene because we just watched it. Now, is there a portal to Orgrimmar here? That might be nice, actually. Oh, Keen Forest. I'll take the gold. And I'm gonna leave that quest there. Where would a portal be? If there would, there's a portal in Hyjal and Deepholm. Is there one in Vashj'ir? Oh, my poor mouse is so buggy. There's a Dara.
You need something? See you around.
Got our reputation quartermaster here. We can get the reins of the tan and brown riding camel. Maybe I should Google it really quickly. Is that the docks? I guess you have to fly all the way back. Take my gold there. Okay, maybe I'll come back on my Night Elf character for a bit, and then we could hop back up on this character. Or just go back and forth all evening. But let's get map exploration and Uldum, I think. I want to do that next, and then we can do some questing. I just want to explore this area because it's been such a long time since I've been here, and it's kind of just cool looking and pretty in general. So let's do just that. Right here, when you look at quests and Cataclysm. I was wondering if it would show me how many I did. I've done 6 in Uldum so far. But we got Vernal Lake here, where we have this like dam right here. It's very pretty. I love this entire area. Like the oasis area here is really pretty, and then we have like these 2 giant statues, which I believe are like Titan facilities or whatever. Right, let's go explore the eastern parts over here first. And of course there's a lot of Harrison Jones stuff going on. A few different areas around here. The other dungeon as well. Right, that says the Lost City of the Tovier. And this one says Halls of Origination, but they're backwards. That's interesting. I feel like I didn't really enjoy the Lost City of Tovier dungeon, but I really enjoyed the Halls of Origination dungeon for whatever reason. Which of course the Halls of Origination is a pretty important area because it has like the Azeroth kill switch in it, where you can like kill everybody on the planet from a button in there. We got a submarine over here that's on the land. I remember there's like the one amalgamation of creatures where it's like the flying shark that has like a dinosaur on top of it that then has like the rock metal, death metal, undead playing a guitar on top of it. That's somewhere around here. Tomb of the Sun King. I remember exploring Vashj'ir a little bit when I was doing my like Legions exploration and coming across that again and be like, oh, I remember that from Uldum. I think it's in a few different areas as well. Got these docks right here, the Cursed Landing. There's like something back here. Not sure. Oh, the Trail of Devastation. They like dragged it all the way up. I wonder how that worked. Take the Grand Tablet to Gunston. Cursed Surveyors. Just a bunch of leper gnomes. Here we have the back entrance to Uldum, which I guess is like the primary entrance actually just part of Teneris question? Hold on, I'm actually just very curious, so I'm just gonna go on a tangent here. Let's just fly over here really quickly, because I want to see inside this area. Because I thought it was like an entrance to Uldum, but I guess they just like blocked it off, and it's like part of Teneris quest now, to give lower level players a taste of what's to come. The ruins of Uldum here in Teneris, where there is a camp right there, the Valley of the Watchers. But if we come into here, into this Titan facility, oh, sandstone earthen, level 49. So I guess this is part of Teneris, and I guess this is like the only room where we have that chest there. Oh, I love that machine back there. So cool. I really enjoy areas that are like Titan facilities, or whatever the name of the people in Wildstar were, I think is really cool. Or like when you're exploring Forerunner ruins in Halo, like that vibe of like super like technologically advanced like species that like aren't really around anymore, and you're exploring like really like big grand areas with like a lot of like very mystical technology. It's just a really cool vibe. And there's a lot of that in World of Warcraft. Lots of raids. A lot of expansions have some sort of Titan raid. You got Odyar and Ratlish Keen, and then you have the Odin dungeon kind of plays that vibe in Classic. We have a lot of stuff here in Cataclysm with like the Halls of Origination. You have the Mogishan, what is it? Not Vots. Is it Vots? Mogishan Vots in the Mr. Pandaria expansion. But I think that's everything down here. So let's fly up here. Yeah, just a very pretty area with a lot of unique different assets and stuff. We got a group of archers right there. And a group of champions and some sergeants here at Nahom. This is the first big Harrison Jones area. Or I think if you look down here, let's slide down here for a moment. Obelisk of the Stars. Where I was just talking about massive areas like this, but this, oh, so cool. I love the vibes of environments like this. Let's fly back up here. Like there's so much of that in like the Storm Peaks. Like areas very similar to this. So it's fun to have another zone that's kind of like that. There's Harrison Jones with a lot of explosives. But this is where the cinematic took us. Because there's the entrance to Uldum right there. So let's fly this way. I'll probably have missed something and I'll have to come back for it. But I think that's everything east of the Vernal area here. Waste Wanderers. You find a ton of them in Tenaris. That's a cool view up there. The staircase up and everything. An obelisk. Okay, ruins of Amtul. I guess. Guess we could help them out. Say where at. They didn't send me an invite, oh no. Oasis of Vashj'ir. I don't know what that means. Is it over there? We have a fun camp here. Yasmin, I feel like, is a character I know. Jock Lindsay, and we got this airplane right there. There's a lot of cricket sounds. Let's go ahead and just invite this person to a party. Let's see where they're at. And okay, they're up there. Maybe they can wait a moment. I want to see what's in here. I think we can fly through to the other side actually. Just another Titan facility here. Very cool looking. Oh, we got some sort of puzzle in there. Oh, and the Schnauze elite troopers. I goes far off in that direction. They are in like a different phase than I am, which is interesting. Hopefully we'll load into the one they're at. There's a lot of airplanes right here. With Schnauze Overseers. Mazirian's Head. Promote to I actually don't know. I'm not sure how to enter your phase. I don't play enough Cataclysm or WoW in general. I don't group up with people. I guess we have to do a bunch of quests. Oh. Deathwing's here. I thought the phase was like different phase of the map, like a different map. What do you call it? An IP is what you would call it in Guild Wars 2. Like a different shard, different instance. Or sys. Yeah, Deathwing just flew through here, I guess. There's a lot of fire everywhere. Kind of makes this place like less attractive. Temple of Uldum. I kind of want to see the top of the obelisk. Let's go on another tangent here. Lots of Schnauze infantrymen. I think this is like an Indiana Jones reference. Like a lot of this map is just like a bunch of Indiana Jones references. Rope ladder. That's very cool looking. Okay, back down this way. Only a few more places left to explore down here. The last 1/3 of this map. We can see Ancrage right over there. I feel like there's something in this bubble. What's in the bubble? Nothing. I thought it was something similar to like the bubbles in Ice Crown or like the Horde and Alliance like helicopter pads are at. Just so fun. I love some of the sites that are around this area of the world. I love how Ancrage is just right there. Which if you look, it kind of has its own map. Maybe let's go on another tangent. I'll just fly this way. Maybe the fire will be gone by the time we get back. on Krosh, the Fallen Kingdom. But if you see this like main door right, or the building right here, the look of the building looks like a beetle, which is really fun, or a scarab. Which is kind of like the vibes of on Krosh. Lots of bug stuff going on here. It's the bug raid of World of Warcraft. But yeah, these are just, or like this area here is where like the 20-man raid and the 40-man raid from Vanilla take place. So it's kind of interesting with like the Cataclysm expansion, because you can just explore like this entire area, except I don't think you can get like down into the underground areas. But we can see the two different raid portals here. And then we have the temple building here, which I finally got close enough and we can see it looks like a scarab from up top, which is fun. Let's see if you can go into it. Lots of different quests and stuff. Gain reputation with the Brood of Nosdormu. Which then there's like the Burning Crusade like reputation with like Nosdormu. The Bronze Dragonfly or whatever. On Krosh. I feel like I'm just going on a lot of exploratory tangents today. Oh yeah, temple door is closed. I just wanted to see if it was open. But this is where like the first boss of the 40-man raid is. Okay, let's get back to Uldum, because that's what I should be doing right now, is exploring that zone. But it's just fun to come this way. And of course we got Silithus up here, which I won't go up to. But the Temple of Ankrosh and the ruins of Ankrosh. Ankrosh, the Fallen Kingdom. I wonder if they'll ever do an expansion that like returns us to Outland. Because I was just thinking about like Ankrosh, where like this is an area that's in like Vanilla WoW, and it's like a pretty big area and it's like a pretty important area, but it's kind of like content from Vanilla WoW, which like a lot of people think is great, but also a lot of people think is like kind of outdated. So it would be interesting to see if like in like an alternate universe where Ankrosh wasn't introduced in Vanilla, and say it was part of like the Dragonflight expansion, where we got like the same, let's just say like the same two raids with like the ruins and the Temple of Ankrosh, but it's like updated to look and feel like Dragonflight content instead of being Vanilla WoW content. So like this entire area would look like how Dragonfly looks, for example, and like the bosses mechanically would be like Dragonfly bosses. And I wonder like how like interesting that would be, I guess, to just like think about like all these pieces of content that are like from ye olden days that like were implemented into the game like way back when, but since they were implemented in the game back then, like they're just content that has been done, and you don't really look at like introducing them again unless you're like overhauling them or you're like remastering them or whatever, like we see occasionally with the dungeons, but you don't really ever see that with like major story beats and stuff. I don't think we've ever seen a raid overhauled except for like the Tro raids with Zul'Gurub and Zul'Aman be turned into dungeons. But it's just interesting to think about. But like Outland was like the first expansion for World of Warcraft, and like you can't really redo like the Outland expansion, for example, like in its entirety. But like if you were to take what would have been like the Burning Crusade and you release it now after Dragonflight, if you were able to do that in a way that like made sense or whatever, like what exploring like the few different zones in Outland, like Hellfire Peninsula and Nagrand and whatnot, but it was like made in modern day World of Warcraft's vision. with like the raids being similar to like, you know, Dragonflight raids, and like the zones having like more modern graphics instead of the Burning Crusade graphics and whatnot. Like just how different of an experience like Outland would be if it was like the same story and like the same general ideas, but just like modern day graphics and like systems and whatnot. Got another airplane here, can fly to the oasis of Vashj'ir. It's just like something interesting to think about, because we have like the entire Arthas storyline, for example, that started in like Warcraft 3, technically in like some of the books before Warcraft 3, I think. Like, I think he is in like the Warcraft 2 book where he hangs out with Varian and Magni or whatever. So you have that entire storyline, and Arthas's storyline ends basically with the Wrath Lich King expansion. You know, there's like the whole Shadowlands thing, but we don't have to think about that. But like, how different would Wrath Lich King be if like Arthas's storyline was picked up now and he was kind of just hanging out in Northrend for 20 plus years, 25 years lore wise? But now we get the Wrath Lich King expansion after Dragonflight, where we go to Northrend and we have Grizzly Hills as it was designed with today's like systems. Which in a way we're going to see that with The Last Titan, because Northrend's going to get like re-implemented in some form, because we're returning to Northrend to do all the different content in that expansion as it releases. So it'll be interesting to see that. But as we're exploring Northrend, it's not going to be Arthas' storyline, it's going to be the Last Titan storyline, whatever that's going to be. Which the idea of the Last Titan is kind of interesting, because there's like so many Titans, and now it's kind of like with the Ender Dragons expansion with Guild Wars 2. Like Ender Dragons as a title is like a very packed title. Like the end of dragons, like what are happening to the dragons, like what's happening to the Elder Dragons in Arene and like whatnot. Which then like you play through the expansion and you kind of experience that. Let's fly down here. But like there's many Titans, and like currently they're still alive. So like what's going to happen to the Titans in the Last Titan that would then lead to a world where there's only one Titan left, like who's the last one, which hypothetically that's like referencing Azeroth. Are all the Titans just going to die? Is it the end of Titans? Let's fly over here. Such a cool looking area. Got this big cave here. You got the scarabs here too, kind of similar to Ancrage. I don't know what is the connection between like Ancrage and Uldum, I wonder. Because was it just like the Kraji that like took over that area of the road or whatever? Chamber of the Sun. So if Ancrage was released, oh, that goes far down into the earth. If Ancrage was released like nowadays, would that architecture look more like this? Cradle of the Ancients. Let's come over to the fields, or maybe I'll fly back up that way. Immortal Colossus with 6,449,000 health. Four more areas to explore. 3 more now, I suppose. You have Nephra, Satyr. The enemies that were attacking us at the start. Or the enemies we were delivered to at the start. Tigers. Okay, I need Murat, Turret Grounds, and Uncut Fields. So we have the fields here. And then we have one area over here we need to go to. Here at this delta now, which is cool. But perhaps, let me type in WoW Turret Grounds. East side of Vernal Lake. Okay, and then Murat. Western side of Vernal Lake. Okay. Oh, one here, one here, and one here. Wait, is this an area we can explore the Vortex Pinnacle? I guess it's just fly over here, since we saw the entrance to the Throne of the Four Winds, which is one of the dungeons. But I guess it doesn't really count for Uldum exploration, even though it's like part of the map, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, there was like the Otrak Valley Kata arms recently, and I was like going to like do some Otrak Valleys and like some characters, but then nobody plays Otrak Valley. The queue time was infinite. Nobody was getting games. Let's fly up here. These buildings are just really cool looking. But while we have the raid all the way over there, here we have a dungeon. The Vortex Pinnacle. So we've uncovered that on our map, which is cool. So Uldum is like a pretty content dense zone when it comes to like in-game content. Because you got the Vortex Pinnacle, the Lost City of the Tovir, and the Halls of Origination, which are all dungeons. And when you look at the dungeon journal, there's currently 11 dungeons in the game. So like technically like over a fourth of the dungeons are just in this one zone. Where there's 3 more. Well, I guess Zul'Aman and Zul'Gurub were added after, so there's 9 dungeons. So a third of the dungeons in base vanilla Cataclysm are from this zone, and then we have 2 more added, and then there will be 3 more added in the Hour of Twilight patch. And then we have one of the raids where the Throne of the Four Winds is a 2-boss raid, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's like one of the raids currently in the game where you can fight the Conclave of Wind and Alakir. But then you also have the Bastion Twilight, a 4-boss raid, and then Blackwing Descent, which is like a 6-boss raid. Yeah, 6 bosses. And then there's also Baradin Hold, which only has 1 boss. But there's like 2 more bosses added to Baradin Hold as the expansion progresses. Because it's similar to the Vault of Archivon in the Wrathlish King expansion. Where like the only people that can do the raid are like people from the faction that currently own Tobrod, which I really want to do the Tobrod like battleground. I guess you could call it a battleground like once on stream, but it might not be possible. Okay, let's come over here to the other side of the Vernal River. And let's explore the fields here. Some crocolisks and some wasps around here. We've gained like over half a bar just from exploring all the different areas around here, which is not a lot of experience, but you know, it's still like a little bit of progress on our character. Let's fly over here. Back at the Vernal Dam, but we have this area right here. It's either Murat or the Turret Grounds. Turret Grounds. Which I guess while we're here, there's pygmy thieves. Speak with Nomark Tineth. So we can just chat with him. And then we do have this daily quest we can do. So smash 30 sand pygmies with the mallet. So I guess you can just run around here and smash them. This seems like a relatively easy quest to do. So they're growing dates, but the pygmies really want the dates, so they're climbing on top of each other to try to reach the top of the trees. One more group of them right over here. So this is a pretty easy daily quest to complete. My poor right mouse button. Complete that, and that quest is completed now. So now let's go up here. We have this quest over here we can do, and this person to talk to. So Mac wants you to investigate Coward's Tomb, but we have explored Uldum. So we only have one more zone left to explore, and that is the Twilight Highlands. But I still want to do some more quests around here. So we can go all the way up there, and I guess we'll find Harrison Jones. Hello Mac, I'm trying to talk to you. Okay, I'll speak with a sock. So I think like after completing this quest we unlock like a bunch of different areas we could go to. So we could start doing stuff with Harrison Jones, or we can start doing stuff with like Orsis. Can come down here to the Cradle of the Ancients, it looks like. Or that's a future quest. But let's come up here really quickly. We have this really cool area right here. Love the look of this spot. Seal of the Sun King. And we can do some stuff with the Waste Wander Bandits. So I guess let's pick up these two quests. We can start doing a ton of stuff just north of here. But let's come turn in this quest. And then I think I'm going to hop back to my orc character really quickly, and we can try doing that thing I was looking at. But first, this quest. Or maybe I should have just come into the inn, and then we'll turn in the quest after we get back. Let's get the rested bonus. There we go. Let's swap back over, just like I did like half an hour ago. Too bad there's no portals to Orgrimmar or Stormwind like there are in Deepholm. I feel like there's one in Hydro too. There must be one in Vashj'ir. Well, there are like just the flight paths in Vashj'ir, I guess. This is not my Orc Death Knight. I played on 3 different characters this stream, technically, I guess. Okay, let's return to Dalaran. And then we need to go to Orgrimmar. We can turn in the That's No Pyramid quest, which I picked up in Deepholm. So, I guess really quickly, let's fly to where I thought there was a portal to Teneris, just to confirm that the portal is still here in Cataclysm, because, oh, that's a lag spike, because it's here in Rathlishkeen. And I'm walking, and, oh, it's still there, Caverns of Time. So if you need to get to Teneris to get to Uldum, and you have a Hearthstone set to Dalaran, you can just fly this way. Get there pretty quickly. I sad to see Dalaran so desolate. I still feel like it's a really great like hub, even in the Cataclysm expansion. And then if you need to get to Orgrimmar, you can just take the portal there. But let's go to Gramash Hold. We're Or Garrosh Hellscream is that? Son of Grommash Hellscream. So it's kind of fun that he hangs out here. Our Grommash Hold is now in a different area of Orgrimmar, which is interesting. But I have this quest here. Oh, for Twilight Highlands. I'll pick that up later. Hello, Eitrig. Hello, Garrosh. What quests do you have for me? Oh, this is all Twilight Highlands stuff. I think that's to go to Ajara. Okay. That's no pyramid.
Our enemies will fall.
Is that it? I guess I already did the introductory quest.
Only the strongest may dwell in Orgrimmar.
Okay, this is to go. I was just double checking. So I'll do these quests another time. And I guess that was everything to do with the Deep Home quest, so I guess I would just send you to Uldum afterwards. So yeah, I guess I'll just log out here. Maybe I'll take a moment to sell this really quickly. Got a gun, which does more damage than the relic I have, but I cannot equip it. And the relic has better stats. 3 successful auctions. Okay, back to my druid. Here's East Man Crick. Oh, Cataclysm. Character selection screen loading. Okay, we're back, and I've done pretty much everything I wanted to do, so I think I'll go ahead and just hang out here, and let's do some quests until I get tired of playing and log off. Alikir's Vengeance at the Arsat trade post outside Murat, which is over there. So we could go up here, we could go up here, or we could go over there. So I'm just going to pick up here, and we'll start questing here. So all of Uldum explored. That's a big thing I wanted to do. And let's just do some quests. Over here we need to get Relics of the Sun King and Venom Bled Scorpids drained. So we just kill them and then we drain their corpse. I definitely deal a fair bit less damage compared to my Death Knight character. Waste Wander Bandits. It's kind of just fun to see this faction kind of like expanded upon, where they've moved over towards Uldum as well. It makes sense they would be in this area of the road. They're kind of opportunists and they're already in this area of the road, so. Relic of the Sun King. Oh, a blue drop. And a polearm. That is an upgrade. You know what? Let's go ahead and equip it. It looks a lot cooler than what I currently have. We just added the appearance to our collection, and I forgot to drain the Scorpion. I got so distracted. Can we just... There we go. I thought maybe we wouldn't be able to because we were getting attacked, but it worked out for us. Oops. I feel like I don't have too many memories of questing in Uldum, and I think I only ever completed all the quests here like once just to get the achievement way back in the day. It's like an alright experience for me. It's kind of like similar to Deep Home. Like, I think I've only ever done Deep Home, well I guess now I've done it twice, because I did it on my Orc Death Knight character. I got like all the quests completed, but I think back in the day I only ever completed everything once. Compared to like Hydro and Vashj'ir, where I remember completing everything multiple different times. Same with the Twilight Highlands. We actually completed the Twilight Highlands like really recently in Modern WoW, when I like, I forgot. I keep forgetting. When I returned and I was like exploring some different Modern WoW things and like some gameplay stuff. Just to see if I liked the game, and I wasn't a big fan of stuff. It was fun exploring through Twilight Highlands just for a bit of a nostalgia trip. Cause like I leveled in like the wetlands or whatever on like a human paladin, which is kind of interesting. I think I did like the new player experience tutorial area thingy. Exile's Reach, is that the name? Waste Wander Outriders. It's interesting to just see them hanging out on camels. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong thing. I guess even my healing touch doesn't do too much. The healing scaling seems weird, but I'm also a feral druid and not a restoration druid. And guess what I forgot to do? One more relic, 3 more scorpids. I think I've corrected my mistake on each of the scorpids, so that's good. I like when I get the crit with my Ferocious Bite while I have Tiger's Fury up, because it deals like 20k damage, speeds up these kills a lot. He just made a very interesting noise. Oh, he did it again. I think that might have been the camel actually. Okay, 2 more scorpids.
I can't do that yet.
There's a nice 18,500 damage crit right there. Sandhusk Scarab over there. Oops. Keep doing the thorns. Almost called it briars for whatever reason. Or briar thorn. Hello, Scorpid. Let's go this way so I don't accidentally attack that scarab. Okay. You want to dodge everything. The Bandit Warlord. I think this is an upgrade. I'll take that. Warlord Ascend. Uh-oh, here comes a yawn. Maybe we're approaching the end of my stream time soon. Here's the Warlord with a boss amount of health. Okay. I popped all my cooldowns. The wind is very strong here. I do have a potion to use if I need it. Maybe I'll just use it to be safe. Oh, such a small amount of health. Very nice. Time to turn this quest in. And then I wonder if this leads to somewhere. The Bandit Warlord. Oh, you're an upgrade. And looks like that's all of that. So maybe let's come check out Harrison Jones for a moment. We need to come up to this area for a quest. We've completed 10 out of 105 quests in Uldum. So, I guess we're close to like 10% of the way through the zone. The music is musicking right now. Such a cool area. It's definitely a fun vibe. Okay, we've investigated this area, and here is Harrison Jones.
Later. See you around.
So let's assist him. Give me a hand with these explosives. So we have this powder keg here. Uh-oh. Are the chests supposed to be refrigerators? Wake up dead, recovering from near death. Second time this question experience. Ancient tablet fragments, elaborate disc right there. Let's just start fighting him. Okay, we have a quest down here just to kill hyenas. So similar to the dirty birds. There's piggies down here. Is this the okay? So let's kill this guy. Maybe we pulled a lot of enemies here. Scarf. World of Warcraft definitely loves its references. And perhaps it is time to leave. Oh, goodbye, Scarf. Let's go up here. Tell me we're going to be okay. Oh, we're kind of trapped. Okay. Let's eat. I think we're fine. Okay. Combines the elaborate disc and the Sultan's staff to create the shaft of the stars. So let's do that. Can I pick these up on bird form? Hefting. So I guess we could just fly around this area and search for them. But we could also kill the hyenas for this quest. I don't really remember like these hyenas and like Vashj'ir quests. It's kind of interesting. It seems to be like a common trend in like Cataclysm where you like kill a mob and then you get a quest to like kill a bunch of them. Like there's the eel one we did at the start of this stream in Vashj'ir. But kill 12 hyenas. Do the world a favor. I feel like we're back at that point where you just have to eat a lot of food, especially on this character for whatever reason. I don't think I have a phenomenal build because I definitely don't deal a lot of damage and I definitely take a lot of damage. guess the hyenas are just all around this area. It's back up here. Oh, it's back up here. Let's get this fragment. Did I pull that pygmy? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, don't go that way. Hello, Harrison Jones. Oh, a scarab just came out of the sand there, I think. That's cool. My poor right mouse button. So broken. I have a new mouse coming soon. Come grab some fragments. There's a lot of pygmies in this one small area here.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet. That ability is it's too far away. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't do that.
Only need 3 more hyenas. Still need quite a few more tablet fragments though. And maybe I should eat. I almost died. Oh, that hyena just instantly spawned. Let's come over here. Eat some roasted beef. Not roast beef, roasted beef. And now this hyena. Let's look for a good hyena to fight. Can focus on getting the fragments for a moment. There's a hyena there and there. Or either of these might be good ones. There we go. That quest is complete. Just some nice experience there. And I need 2 more fragments. So here's one. Then there's probably one in here somewhere. It's right on one of these guys. But can I grab it? They didn't even attack me because I was like up in the air a little bit.
You need something? Have a good one.
Oh,
Can I help you? For the Alliance. See you around. Be careful. See you later. Have a good one. See you around.
accompany Harrison Jones to the Chamber of the Stars. I'm ready, Dr. Jones. Let's go, Athelsilian. Stay close. Now we go down here. Watch your step. I'm just gonna fly down. We want to go all the way down here. There's some dung beetles down here. That's kind of unfortunate.
You need something. See you later.
On to something. Explore the Chamber of the Stars. So ancient mechanism examined, and then northern and southern hieroglyphs. Oh, a Schnatz Scout. Lessons from the past. Acquire the broken glasses. Let's take that. Let's take the Scout's journal. There's something over here. A skeleton. Collect 6 rope pieces. Be prepared. Okay, the thrill of discovery. Okay, so that's good. Rope pieces, and there's just a lot of skeletons down here. And this dead body. Not sure where the rope is. Oh, find from this. Oh, I see. Oh. So I guess you just have to run up to a skeleton, and then a skeleton spawns. You kill the skeleton and get some rope. I see. He's evading us. He keeps doing like the Hammer of Justice sound, but I'm not getting stunned.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
One more piece of rope for us. Okay, I think we come back to Harrison for both of these. I love the big statues in each of the corners of this room. So be prepared.
See you around.
Got some rope.
See you later.
No upgrades. Lessons from the past.
See you around.
By the light of the stars,
Be careful.
collect 7 suspended starlights. Indentured protectors. So I guess you start fighting them. Remember, they don't have a lot of health. I have to come here, gather this. So I guess I'll just ignore the protectors. Where's... Oh no. What happened to my... Is it this one? I think it's this. Okay. I'll just throw that there for safekeepings. Let's get all of this starlight that we can pick up with our hands.
Can I help you? See you around. Have a good one.
Okay. Guess let's re-equip this. There. Guess we can see my knight of some majestic hair there. Let's see what happens here.
You need something?
Another quest here.
The Alliance.
Speak to Harrison Jones in the Chamber of the Stars. Something seems a little messed up with destroying all these statues. Let's go turn this quest in.
Greetings. Have a good one. See you later.
My character sure does cower a lot. Okay, now we need to collect a bunch of orbs at each of the heads. Orb of the Morning Star. Orb of the Evening Star. Oh, there we go. I didn't have my helmet on. Or my hood, perhaps. Or, yep, a hood. Orb of the Shooting Star. And the last one is Orb of the North Star, which is the one in the southwestern corner, so I feel like you could put them in the northern corners.
Hey there.
Harrison Jones.
Be careful. See you later.
Orb of the Stars. Another cinematic. Uldum is a very cinematic heavy map. Obelisk of the Stars reactivated.
Have a good one.
Got a new hood. Yeah, I think I'll get that.
Be careful. What can I do?
And we have completed this entire quest chain. I'm going to need to research what we've learned here off the Cellian. There's no telling how we might use the power these mechanisms create. So I think if you like re-enable the 3 different obelisks, that's like the big thing in this questing zone. Because the obelisks were like destroyed. And then others... Wait, I'm so confused. Let's come down here for a moment. Back down into the chamber with everything destroyed. Because I see a quest from Harrison Jones and I don't think it's in here. But I feel like we might have missed a quest. Oh well. Okay, let's fly back towards the hub. Let's go up this way. 4 different entrances. Or maybe this way is faster. So it looks like next we go to the Obelisk of the Sun. %31 complete. Oh, I have this flight path here. I have not gotten yet. Curzel. Need to pick up a flight path in Daenerys to connect to the rest of the world, I think. But Adara,
Hey there. See you
that
later.
gleam in his eye. So
Have a good
towards the
one.
Obelisk of the Sun, where I think I'm going to go ahead and call this stream good here. Where, if you look in here, I've completed 23 out of 105 of the quest in Uldum, but I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to explore in this zone, where I might collect a couple of clips that I throw in a future video. But with Uldum completed with everything that I wanted to do, that is 4 out of 5 of the Cataclysm zones, in-game Cataclysm zones completed, where I think I want to spend 3 streams in the 5th and final zone of the Twilight Highlands, because it's a zone that I really want to take a deep dive into. But as far as the stream goes, I'm going to go ahead and call it good here, where I hope you all enjoyed watching, and as always, I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves, and have a good evening, everyone. I was a little fast on that. Let me type /rev. Okay. Have a good evening.